Now, I'm not sponsored or anything, but you guys should check out Otis Spunkmeyer muffins. They're good. Now, oh yeah, I'm back by the way, in case anyone's been wondering where I've been for the past 6 months. I've been eating muffins. And I've also been thinking about the topic of self-forgiveness. So let's talk about it. Now, long story short, when I made this YouTube channel, I had one main goal. And that goal was to make the world a better place. And although I can't make the world a better place for everybody, I can make the world a better place for some people. Maybe that's you. Now, as altruistic and as great and nice and sweet as that goal sounds, don't get it twisted. Deep down, I'm just as much of a degenerate, just as much of a mixed bag of a person as anybody else walking this planet. Don't be fooled by me. Don't be fooled by anybody else walking around. We all got good. We all got bad. Part of that bad is sometimes I feel a little bit guilty. I feel guilty because when I think of my channel and the goal that I set for myself and where I've gone with that, sure, I've helped some people, and I'm incredibly grateful for every single one of you who watches my videos and gets something out of it, because that really makes my day. Seeing your comments and your live stream chats talking about how my videos help you feel more confident or help you understand something that you're going through. That's, even if it's just one person, two people, three people, whatever, that means the world to me. But I still feel like I haven't been upholding my end of the bargain as much as I should have. I don't know how many times now I've said that I was going to be more consistent, upload more videos, not take so many breaks. But you can look at my channel right now. If you're watching this video when it's new, you can look back at my channel over the past year and a half and realize that I've posted about a dozen or so videos. That's not exactly consistent. And I feel guilty about that sometimes. But there's a light at the end of this tunnel. So if you're going through your own bout of self-doubt, if you're struggling with self-forgiveness in your own right, this video is for you, because we're not just going to talk about me. We're also going to talk about how you can understand self-forgiveness, how to achieve it, and how to move forward with it. Let's talk about the importance of self-forgiveness. If you don't forgive yourself, let's just be honest, it's not good. I don't know what you do, what you've done in your life, the things that you continue to do, whatever it is giving you some sort of guilt. Yeah, when you feel guilty, let's just be honest, you move different, man. You move differently. You just don't walk the same. You don't walk with your head held as high, as big of a smile on your face. You don't feel like the person you should be, because deep down, you know that you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. You feel small. You don't feel like you should show your face in certain social circles because you're not upholding your end of the bargain, or you did something in the dark that you're scared is going to come to the light, or whatever it is. You know that you're not up to your standard and you're down here. So you feel like you're down here. Sometimes you just want to do better. You can't bring yourself to do it. Sometimes you just feel like, man, I want to do better. I want to make amends. I want to make good on my promises or whatever it is. But then you overthink it, and then you start saying, well, maybe I should do it this way. Maybe I should do it that way. And then that, you may throw some perfectionism on top of that. And it becomes this cycle where you just never really get anything done. You never do what you're supposed to do. And then that failure and that L and that failure and that other L pile up on top of you. And your back gets a little bit heavy. And all that weight comes crashing down. And next thing you know, your back is broken. And you feel paralyzed. And you can't move anymore. Rest assured, you can still move. You can move forward. And there is a way out of this. Now, how do you get to that point where you get out of that self-hatred, that self-guilt that's weighing and plaguing your mind? It's a 3-step process. 3 simple steps. Number 1, you got to acknowledge the mistake. Whatever you did, whether you robbed a bank and never got caught, or you scammed somebody, or you stole from somebody, lied to somebody, made someone feel bad, or if you're like me and you made a promise that at the end of the day, you just didn't keep. Whether or not someone else thinks it's important or not, it's important to you. And you feel like you let someone down. Even if other people don't feel like you let them down, you feel like you let yourself down. And you got to acknowledge that mistake. Number 2, you got to take responsibility for it. Own up to it. First, privately. And if necessary, depending on the situation, own up to it publicly, or at least to the people you may have hurt. Because you got to come clean. You got to put everything out on the table and say, hey, look, I acknowledge I made a mistake. Here's the problem. And step 3, you got to make amends. You got to make amends. You really have to be better. Talk is cheap. Man, that's rich coming from me, you know. Man, I'm really not doing myself justice in this video. I feel, you know, I've done a lot of good things, but I guess in keeping with the topic of this video, I'm just kind of making myself out to be a bad guy who just never keeps any promises at all, ever. But although that's not true, sometimes I feel that way because talk is cheap. And what matters at the end of the day is that you make amends through action. You continue to do better. Now, that may take some time. That may take some patience with yourself. Because nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. No one walking this planet is perfect. So, be patient with yourself. And just take your time, but ultimately, be better. Now, as far as my story goes with self-forgiveness with this channel, I realized that I had to stop placing so much pressure on myself for this channel and what I had planned for it. The first reason that I put a lot of pressure on myself is that I felt guilt for not uploading as much as I said I would. 2, I had high expectations of what this channel was supposed to be and these lofty goals of helping hundreds of thousands or millions of people. And maybe we'll get there someday. I don't know. But right now, I just need to be grateful and focus on the people who are here. Because whether it's 1 soul or 10,000 souls or 1 billion souls, a soul is a soul, and a soul matters. You matter. And I don't want to take that for granted. Not anymore. And you know, not every video needs to be perfect, whatever that is. I don't think I've made a perfect video once, and I don't know if anybody ever has, because, you know, it's subjective, you know, but I just need to have fun. And if possible, help someone. Even if it's one person, even if it's just you, at the end of the day, it's you. living a better life as a result of some video I made or whatever, and that just means the world. That means the absolute most to me. And as I sit here and stare at this muffin, I'm tempted to take another bite. Take two. I'm tempted to take another bite, but it would be rude to eat during the middle of the video. And two, they're not paying me, so no, they don't get another bite from me on camera. Anyways, let's wrap up this video. And I think the best way to wrap up this video is to let you know this. If you're struggling with self-forgiveness and something's weighing on your mind that you just can't get out of your head, that albatross is weighing on your neck, that boulder is on your back, and it's just heavy and you can't carry that load anymore, you can't carry that burden anymore, I want you to listen to this. Because if you're struggling with self-forgiveness, and I don't know what you did, I don't know what you feel guilty about, but whatever it is, just remember, everybody is redeemable. As long as your heart beats and as long as you have breath in your lungs, as long as you're living, you have the opportunity to become the best possible version of yourself from that point forward. It's not over till it's over. So never give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your mental health. Don't give up on your happiness. Don't give up on your purpose. Don't give up on loving yourself. Because once you love yourself, you can spread that love to everyone else around you. And you live a better life. You live a much more fulfilled life. Everybody benefits. You benefit. It's a win-win. So take the time. I know this video might not help everybody immediately because healing takes time. I get it. I've been there. But just remember, be patient with yourself. Take your time. Learn to love yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are worth it. All right? I love you. And I think it's time to take another bite of this muffin. Otis Spunkmeyer. Otis Spunkmeyer. Here we go. They're not paying me, but I like what they make.